This video is brought to you by Hats Off. Rose is one of the best known and most favorite plants in the world. There are 100 different species of roses. The majority of them are native to Asia, while others originate from Europe, North America, and Africa. Roses can be found throughout the world due to commercial breeding. Cultivation of roses started 500 years BC and resulted in the creation of 13,000 varieties of roses. Wild roses can survive in various habitats, except those associated with extremely cold winters. Certain species of wild roses are faced with an uncertain future, listed as endangered, because of habitat loss. The color of the rose depends on the species. Roses can be found in different shades of white, yellow, pink, orange and red colors. There is no such thing as black roses. What might sometimes be referred to as a black rose is actually a dark red rose. A good example is the black rose of Turkey, is a breed that appears pitch black to the eye, but in actuality it is a dark reddish crimson color. True blue pigments don't occur naturally in roses. There are lots of good purples among the old roses, and hundreds of excellent mauves and lilacs were introduced in the 1950s and 1960s. Think of sterling silver, lavender dream and lilac charm as the unexpected result of breeding for vigor. Rhapsody in blue, a vigorous shrub with smoky purple flowers, is one of the most popular of modern roses, but it's not the sort of blue we're looking for. The truth is that the only way to get clear blues into our roses is by doing a bit of genetic modification in the lab. This is something that many people disapprove of, conveniently forgetting that the history of all plant breeding is basically a history of genetic improvement. In 2004, researchers used genetic modification to create roses that contain the blue pigment delphinidin, but such roses still are better described as mauves and lilacs, not blue. On November 20, 1986, President Ronald Reagan officially made the rose the national flower emblem of the United States. He did this while standing in the famous White House Rose Garden. Various varieties of roses are also the state flower of Georgia, Iowa, New York, North Dakota, and Washington, D.C. The most expensive rose sold for millions of dollars. Rose breeder David Austin spent $5 million to create the apricot-hued hybrid over the course of 15 years. Rose Juliet debuted in 2006 at the Chelsea Flower Show and took the floral world by storm, not only for its blushing beauty but because it was the most expensive rose ever developed. The Juliet rose sold for $15.8 million in 2006. Which also made it the world's most expensive rose cultivar. We all know the saying, "Stop and smell the roses." Well, roses weren't chosen for this phrase by chance. Their lovely aroma is a popular floral scent and is even used in many perfumes. Specifically, rose oil has been an important ingredient in the perfume industry for centuries. The process of extracting rose oil from flowers requires a huge amount of roses. Just 1 gram of oil is produced from 2,000 roses. The rose scent comes from microscopic perfume glands on the petals. I was astonished to learn that the Rose Valley in Bulgaria produces 85% of the world's rose oil. The rose scent is one of the flower's most treasured characteristics. Greeks and Romans made perfume from roses, and to this day, their scent is an important element in many of the world's best and most successful perfume blends. Centifolia and damask roses are the most common choices used to make perfume. The petals are gathered at night as they are at their most fragrant just before sunrise. The essential oils are extracted and used to mix other ingredients in order to make perfume. Rosewater is a byproduct of the process that makes rose oil. Rosewater is used in perfumes and also in cosmetics, as a flavoring, and in medicines. It is also used in Middle Eastern cuisine, also referred to as rose syrup. The French use it as a flavoring. The rose-flavored liquid is added to desserts, meringue, marshmallows, and drinks for a distinctive taste. Roses also grow a berry-shaped fruit commonly referred to as rose hips. The fruit can be orange, red, dark purple, or even black. Rose hips are packed with vitamin C and can be dried to create a refreshing tea. This is why rose hips are sometimes used to create jam, jelly and marmalade. The hip also has minor medicinal uses, used in food supplements, and can be pressed or filtered to make rose hip syrup.